A warehouse store that sells toilet paper in bulk has triggered one of the most dangerous legal battles in modern American economic history. Not Wall Street, not Silicon Valley, Costco, world's biggest retail giant. And what they are challenging is not just tariff, they are challenging whether the President of the United States can create taxes without Congress or not. This story has two sides. One side, Donald Trump's tariffs were sold as economic protection. America first, fair trade and strong borders. On the other side, America's biggest company are now saying those tariffs may be illegal, not unfair, not aggressive, unlawful. And at the center of this collision is Costco. Let's talk about the scale. By late 2025, US government had collected over $205 billion in tariffs, nearly $90 billion under one emergency law alone. So if Costco wins, this won't be one refund. This could open the door to billions in repayments and hundreds of lawsuits of all the other companies that have given tariffs. So the real question is simple. Who controls taxation in America? Congress or the President? To understand this, we need to go to back almost 50 years where America is dealing with inflation, oil shocks and Cold War fear. Congress passes a law called the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, IEEPA. Its purpose is clear: freeze assets, block foreign money, impose sanctions during national emergencies. But it never mentioned tariffs. It never mentioned taxes. And that's not an accident also, because tariffs are taxes and taxes historically belongs to Congress only. So every president understood this, but our president Trump. But the major catch happens when in 2025, Donald Trump announces reciprocal tariffs on imports, China, Europe and global supply chain. But instead of going to the Congress, he instead provoked emergency powers. No vote, no legislative approval, just executive authority. For the first time since 1977, a president uses an emergency law to impose taxes. That single decision is what Costco is now challenging, and even every other company is challenging. So Costco didn't plan to fight the government. They are just selling goods. They are selling 1/3 of the US sales come from the imports. So in the imports, 8% they come from China alone. So when the tariffs hits, not customer pays, not politician pays, but Costco pays it first. What it pays in fresh food, staples, everyday essentials, and here's the key detail. Costco even did not raise prices. They absorbed the cost due to their competitor, which means Costco wasn't just affected by tariffs. They were financing them until they asked a dangerous question. Did the president even have the legal authority to impose their taxes? Once again, they asked, did the president even have the legal authority to impose those taxes? So what happened? Costco sued the government, not symbolically, legally, in the US Court of International Trade. Their argument was just brutally simple. The emergency law does not authorize tariffs. So if Congress did not delegate that power, those tariffs announced by Donald J. Trump are unlawful. And if they are unlawful, every dollar they collected under them must be refunded, not discounted, not renegotiated. Refunded means every other company has also will get the refund. So now Costco's fate depends on another case. Already before the Supreme Court, Learning Resource, a US toy company, is already fighting Trump. The question is binary. Can emergency powers be used to impose tariffs? So what happened during oral arguments? Something unusual happened. Justice from both sides pressed the government hard because no president except Trump. So what happened? Justice from both sides pressed the government hard because no president since 1977 had ever claimed this authority of unlawful tariffs. If the challengers win, Costco's case becomes almost automatic. The court won't even debate politics. It will just check records. How much was the Costco paid to the government? And even if the deadlines match, the refund will automatically issued. So now the problem is Costco is not just alone. They are the first ones. Revlon, Kawasaki, Bumblebee Foods, Yokohama Tire, dozens of companies are waiting for this Costco versus Trump because there is a clock running, a 314-day deadline from when goods enter the US to claim refunds. Companies are not trusting the administrative system, so they are directly filing lawsuits. So now, before the time runs out, this is where the story stops being legal and starts to become political. So what will happen if the Supreme Court strikes down the tariffs? The government have to pay tens of billions of dollars refund like to the companies like the Costco and each other. The White House says the economic consequence would be literally enormous. So what is the final conclusion? Here's the paradox, guys. If Costco wins, corporate America gets its money back of billions of dollars and will refund to Costco. But if the government will win, the tariff will continue remain to be same. But a precedent is said that emergency powers can override Congress. Either way, the rules of economic power will literally change whatever happens. So the open question, a warehouse retailer like Costco just challenge the limit of a presidential authority. The Supreme Court now will decide who controls trade, who controls taxing, and how far emergency powers can stretch. This is not just about Costco. It's about who really runs the economy. And the answer is coming soon, guys. Wait for it. Our channel describes how political influence changed the business models. Do subscribe.